jacket. This one is actually filthy. If you guys can see this, it's kind of disgusting. So I don't remember if I recorded that I was going to buy it or not, but I'm pretty sure I did. This is my pregnancy brain working, as you can see. But this one is a cleaner and conditioner, and it says it's great for furniture, car seats, jackets, purses, shoes, and more. Doesn't irritate the skin. I really wanted to do it to my jackets and my purses right now while I'm not using my jackets and some of my purses. I also got this free sample. It's a trial size of their like cleaner. So this one is just mostly for, oh, this is just a heavy duty leather cleaner, and that one is the cleanser and conditioner. So this is more so if it's dirty. I think I'm gonna do this on one of my jackets. It's kind of dirty, so I'm gonna put him on first, and then I'll do this other one. And then I got the, I haven't opened it yet, but I got the little pads. I'll link all of this down below. Okay, so I opened the box, and this is what it looks like. It's in like a sealed, but they're microfiber little pads that you can like stick your hand in, and so it's easier to like rub the solution all over the jackets. I think I'm gonna start with something small, but I do want to record the process for you. Okay, so we're here. We have everything. First, jacket. This one is actually filthy. If you guys can see this, it's kind of disgusting. This one is one of my more worn in leather jackets, but one time I wore it to Disney and I dropped my coffee all over it. I had taken it off and put it under my stroller, and when I was walking, like the bumpiness of the stroller spilt the coffee, and I feel like it never came out the way I thought it did. I'm telling you, I was sitting there wiping it, and now that I look at it, it's like super dirty. But I got these. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. Yes, I'm on the floor. It's just so much easier, so much more comfortable being pregnant and just being able to see the leather jacket be laid out. This one came with this, so I'm gonna try this one and then I'll try this one. Or should we just try both? Let's see. I'm gonna try to do before shots as well, so you guys can really see the before and after. I'm telling you guys, do not be like me. Please be more careful with your vintage leather and just leather in general. I should have cleaned this better. I knew it was dirty, but I just didn't realize that it was this dirty until I'm like looking at it, like analyzing it. So let's see. This doesn't really have like a scent. So what I like about these pads is that like they have a little thing for your fingers. So you just slip your finger and then you can clean it. I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna try it on my right. Let's see. Not me not reading the directions. I'm being super generous with what I'm doing here. Like I'm putting a good amount on there because it's also conditioning the leather at the same time. Okay, so far on the front, this is what it's looking like. It's looking a lot more shiny. I don't think that you're gonna be able to tell with the stains, or not stains, but with the coffee marks on it right away until like it seeps in and I kind of clean it up a little bit more. I'm just kind of putting a lot on there so it really is saturated into the leather. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm gonna turn on my Sex and the City on my iPad, and then I'm going to just be in my zone and clean this jacket, and I'll show you guys the before and after. Okay, I'm almost done with this jacket, but I feel like this is getting a little too crusty. Like there's no more friction, not friction, but there's no more spongy. It's just all kind of flat because of the cleaning solution. I think I'm going to get a new one and then throw this one in the wash machine. That's something that's really cool about this. I'll throw them all in the wash machine together, and then bada bing bada boom, you get brand new ones. And if that doesn't work, I'll keep you guys posted, and I will have to buy another set on Amazon. Okay, you guys, this is the final product of after cleaning it and conditioning it. It is a little slimy looking, if you can't tell. I'm letting the leather absorb because you gotta remember these are vintage, and I bet you some of the people, maybe not all, but some of the people who had it before me may not had conditioned it. So I'm gonna go through and really saturate it so it gets nice and moist, because that's what, if you guys don't know, when the leather dries out like this, that's what makes it crack. And like I said, this is the worst one that I have, or like the most worn. I personally don't mind, but I am gonna try to preserve it as much as I can because I don't want it to rip or crack any more than it is now, because then that's where it starts to become like a gray area to try to fix. But I'm telling you, this looks so much healthier. I know that sounds like a weird word to describe a leather or like an article of clothing, but it looks so good. The coffee gone. Sorry if you're a leather connoisseur and you hear me say this, I'm sorry, but I took a baby wipe in the moment. I was like, oh my gosh, my coffee spilt, and I tried to wipe it up, and then when I got home and I saw it dried, or it must have been like the next morning, I saw it dried. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a mess, and I tried to do it again. And so it's like when you wet it, it looked like it disappeared, but then once it dried, you instantly saw it again. But I'm pretty sure, because this is drying pretty quickly, it looks so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and condition a few more, and I'll show you guys the before and afters of the two. Okay, so this is the before for this one. This one's one of my favorites. I got this one on eBay. I will do a collection store for sure and explain how much or where I got them from. If you guys want to know exactly how much, comment down below and let me know if you guys want the whole kit and caboodle, like all the details on each jacket, or if you guys would just want to see like an overview of the ones that I have. And then I also have this one. This one's a lot more stiff, so I'm hoping that the conditioning will help it soften up a bit. And it is a little bit dirty. Probably the same thing. I probably got hot at the park, took it off, and spilled something on it. But this one was a bit dirty when I purchased it, and even though I took it to the dry cleaner, I felt like it never fully got the clean that I wanted to. It did get rid of the smell, I will admit. So let's try these ones, and then I'll come back for the afters. Okay, I'm done with the three. I will say it's a lot more work than I anticipated. Like with this area where they're stitching, I kind of had like to pat it in. But this one I just finished. But look at you guys, how clean it is. Remember all of that coffee that was on here? That is crazy. I might have to go over maybe like this spot. My face can see there's like a little mark right there. But other than that, I am so happy. I did do a mixture of the two instructions. I just let it sit there and I didn't wipe it off, but I still didn't saturate it, and I won't do it again because I feel like this is perfect. I'm so happy with how they turned out. This one just looks a little bit brighter. It wasn't too dirty actually, so it looks really, really good. And this one also, I believe, had coffee on it or something, because I am messy when I go to the park, and honestly what always happens is that I might get hot and then I put it at the bottom of my stroller and then it gets dirty. But so cute. I love it. Looks so clean. I'm really excited to see how they all look when they're fully dry. But I'm gonna do the rest of my jackets. I'm really excited. I really love this stuff. I will link it all, this whole kit, down below.